Good morning, this is New City College News Channel. I am Paige Rebecca giving you today's headlines. Today's first story. A gunman disguised as a policeman killed at least 16 people, including a female police officer, in what is believed to be Canada's worst mass shooting. The 12-hour rampage started late on Saturday and ended with a car chase. Police said the suspect shot people at different locations in Nova Scotia, many of them randomly. He was killed in a confrontation with the police. He was reported to have been driving what looked like a police car. Police began receiving calls about shots being fired at a home in Portapique around 10 o'clock local time, The Globe and Mail reports. RCMP officers arrived to find several casualties inside and outside the home, but did not find the suspect. The alleged attacker, who was later identified by Nova Scotia police, tweets as 51-year-old Gabriel Wortman, owned 2 large properties in the village. The UK is gearing up to use the blood of coronavirus survivors to treat hospital patients ill with the disease. NHS Blood and Transplant is asking some people who have recovered from COVID-19 to donate blood so they can potentially assess the therapy in trials. The hope is that the antibodies they have built up will help to clear the virus in others. The US has already started a major project to study this, involving more than 1,500 hospitals. In this week's Fight Talk, we look at world champion Anthony Joshua calling out 3 of the top heavyweights in the division, find out which fights Eddie Hearn is planning for boxing's return, and discuss 55-year-old John Fury's plans to face a former bodybuilding champion. The country might be on lockdown, but there is still plenty to talk about in the world of boxing. One man who has been quite vocal during this downtime is unified heavyweight champion Joshua. Joshua told the Sports Illustrated Boxing with Chris Mannix podcast that a history-making undisputed all-British fight against WBC champion Tyson Fury is top of his wish list. And today's last story, Sir Tom Jones and Little Mix have paid tribute to NHS workers during a British version of the star-studded One World Together at Home virtual concert. A host of big names performed from home on the US broadcast earlier, before more British stars were added to the lineup for a UK edition on BBC One. The event aimed to celebrate healthcare workers during the COVID-19 pandemic. Little Mix singer Perry Edwards said NHS staff and other key workers all deserve such a huge thank you. The girl group were among the acts who took part in the British version of the concert on Sunday, along with Rag and Bone Man, George the Poet and the Kingdom Choir. It was presented by Dermot O'Leary, Clara Amfo and Claudia Rinkelmann, who, unlike their home-based US counterparts, hosted together in a studio. Sir Paul McCartney, Sir Elton John and the Rolling Stones all filmed themselves singing in their own lavish homes, and they all appeared in the main concert on US TV on Saturday and the UK version. Lady Gaga, Stevie Wonder, Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift were among the US stars in both. Ellie Goulding, Jessica Lynn, Michael Bublé, Jennifer Lopez, Sam Smith and John Legend also appeared. That is the end of the news headlines for today. I am Paige Rebecca.